Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight we have another Nexus Division semi-final matchup between Gen.M Esports and gillyShark. Two upsets here in our Nexus Division, defeating the higher-seeded teams previously, are coming down to this semi-finals. Winner will move on to face Phoenix Rising Xanthite in the Division Finals. Looks like we've got our 10 players in the lobby. Be getting ready to go soon. Hopefully everyone in the chat's having a great day. Is my camera centered? It looks good. Yes. Yes. Alrighty. Let them know that I'm ready to go. And let's take a look at these map bans while we've got a moment. Cursed Hollow and Sky Temple were removed by Gen.M Esports. gillyShark taking out Dragonshire and Towers of Doom. And it is Gen.M that are going to be bringing us to Braxis Holdout here for game number 1. We had an excellent day today. Hopefully you caught some of the CCL. I know I was watching. There's some good stuff. Some good stuff today. Hope you're here for a little bit of a Heroes of the Storm nightcap. This should be a good one. This is a best of 5 today. We are in the best of 5 round here in the NGS playoffs. So look forward to that. These teams have been playing best of 3s all season long. And now it's time for the big time here. Thank you, Bahamut. I appreciate that. This is my third best of 3 in 3 days. Hopefully my voice holds up well. I've got my super water here. We got mega hype yesterday with the Storm Grand Finals. Hopefully we make it through okay today. All right. gillyShark is going to be first to act here on Braxis, and we're going to open things up with a Tracer ban. Let's start banning fast. We better get this prediction up here. Gen.M, gillyShark. Start prediction. All right, predictions up, predictions running. Betcha points. As we see Globals completely removed here by Gen.M Esports, the Brightwing and the Dahaka removed, Tracer and Vala taken out by gillyShark, and they're going to open things up with a Stukov pick here from Kaima Tripson. Hard to go wrong with a Stukov. Good with the point control, really good with, just burst healing in general. You can't go wrong with a Stukov these days. Gen.M is going to try to beat the one healing Stukov with 2 healers of their own. Infofox locking in the Uther here. So I find Infofox, there we go. And it is Patience going to bring the Malfurion. Interesting. Of course, Uther Stukov is the more, I'll say, infamous double healer setup, but similar sort of deal here with the Uther Malfurion. You've got the one for saving people with the burst in the Uther, and you've got the steady heals from the Malfurion. Solid double support there. Junkrat and Kael'thas going to be the response from gillyShark here. Really good poke from their side now. It was Shuman. There we go. Kael'thas. Excellent. You see the Garrosh ban. Garrosh can do some work here on Braxis just because it's such a small space around that bottom point. He can throw people over the walls. He can really sneak around and play with the vision there. And of course, separating people out from a double support comp is very strong. Mephisto removed here by gillyShark. With Junkrat and Kael'thas back there, I do like that. I think that makes sense. Majesty going for the Varian and Yawners with my favorite mage. It's Gul'dan. Yes! So a double healer Gul'dan. Not something I see every day here from Gen.M Esports. I'm guessing this is a Varian tank and not a Varian offlane. See how gillyShark is going to round this out here. We got Sonya coming in for E-Keep, and Stark is going to bring the Diablo. So going a little bit aggressive here with this Junkrat Kael'thas in the back. I do like Diablo into the damage profile of Gen.M. Gul'dan's damage is very slow, and if Diablo can get those Fire Stomp regenerations, or even could be an auto attack setup into Uther Varian, we'll have to see what Stark wants to go with here. I just fizzed, gonna go with the Hogger. Hogger Sonya, the classic matchup in that top lane. See if there's any switcheroos here with the picks. Schumann going to Kael'thas, yep. Looks like Infofox going over to the Varian. Majesty is going to be on Uther. All right. Cool, cool. Gen.M always plays Smash Varian. Okay. I could see that. I mean, going with the negative armor. You'd think if they were going with the Smash Varian, they'd want faster damage, though. To take advantage of that negative armor window. Alright, well, I mean, we'll see how it goes here. You still got some time to put your points on the line. Make sure you get your bets in as we come through for game number 1 here. Let's jump on in. Let's do it. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have Gen.M Esports. Yonners is on Gul'dan. Infofox playing the Varian. Patience on Malfurion. Majesty's playing Uther. And we've got I Just Fizzed on the Hogger. On the right in the red, we've got gillyShark. Chess Looter playing the Junkrat. Kaimatripson on Stukov. Stark is playing Diablo. Schumann on the Kael'thas. And Ikib on the Sonya. Let's do it. Game number 1 is underway. We've got quests galore here. High King's Quest coming in for the Varian. We've got the Echoed Corruption for Gul'dan. Hammer of the Lightbringer for Uther. Kael'thas going to be looking for globes on that level 1 quest. And Sonya still considering that level 1 option. It is going to be the Furious Blow. So going with that slam setup on 1. Right now, Diablo actually hovering the top side here, possibly going to try to help Sonya out. We'll see if Stark comes on through. I Just Fizzed on the Hogger here. Should be fairly resistant to a gank. There's the Hog Wild to get out. In a manaless matchup like that, the health is absolutely the resource that you're worrying about. So, getting any kind of advantage there will be useful. See Stark on the way back down is gonna... Whoa, Infofox doing a little bit of a 180 there on the way out. Diablo rooted for just a moment here. Oh, and very nice knockback coming in from Chess Looter. There's the overpower. Infofox could be in a spot of trouble here. Taking a couple hits, but will be okay. Yonners on the Gul'dan. 10 stacks in the first minute of the game on that corruption quest. Wow. I mean, it's Braxis, it's 4v4, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stark coming across here, nice route. Coming in from Malfurion, using the information coming out from Infofox. And we've got a full-on camp invade. Junkrat ready to move them off the point here. There's the stun on the wall. Style from the Stukov is in. Kaimatripson is in a little bit of trouble here, though. The point is still not activating, as Patience is actually tanking one of those minions away from the point. Gen.M with a cheeky little bit of tech there. Echoed Corruption stacks once again. I think Stark gets out of here. 33 health and heading on back. Gen.M Esports coming up big here in the early going on Braxis holdout. I'm not sure if they meant to, but it seemed like they did. I mean, this last minion was kited off to the side, and it was like gillyShark was standing there going, wait a minute, where's the point? And this minion just being tanked off, way off to the side there. Yeah, and Gen.M were just able to use their double healer to turn that around. Majesty going to be caught in the silent zone here as Uther taking some big hits, finally able to cast the 15 armor flash-a-light there. So if Gen.M is able to control this point, it is going to be the smash. Chat had the call. There goes Diablo. Smash Varian helping with the second kill here for Gen.M Esports. See that holy shock from Majesty just getting a little bit of extra damage. Possible finishing blows here. And will help a little bit with the burst window of that Smash Varian. Now Gul'dan 20 stacks here. Uther 59 out of 100. As our first blue Zerg wave is on the way. Augur was pushing up with this bruiser camp for just a moment there. Zerg Wave will help that out as such as it is. Gen.M is going to get a big push here very early on in the game. Ultralisks are on to the fort here. As the well is cleaved away, Diablo is slept on a tough spot, but we're going to see Uther being focused for just a moment. Majesty in a little bit of trouble here on the edge, has the armor trying to move around here, is going to get healed up by Malfurion, but it's not going to be enough. Uther goes down. Stark being peeled for there by Schumann, but look at that. The wave's still fairly healthy as it plows right through this fort. Gen.M going to rotate up to the top side here. Yonder's on the way. Ekib gets behind the wall for safety. But the early momentum absolutely in favor of Gen.M right now. gillyShark starting to head up here. InfoFox will see them coming. Nice route once again from Patience. And the lanes do flip. Sonya and Hogger have headed down to the bottom lane. We got the 4v4 on the top side. There's a stun smash coming out. Stark could be in a bit of trouble. What a great separation, though, by Junkrat, but will it be enough? Stark having to move through the top side. InfoFox trying to get the last Lion's Maw. Is a little bit low on the edge there, but double healer will help that out. The siege will continue. Level 10. We'll get a couple of extra stuns from the side of gillyShark here. I'm wondering if it's going to be a leap from the Sonya or if we're going to see a Wrath of the Berserker. Junkrat. Probably the Riptire coming on out here. APOC combo. But level 10s over on the side of Gen.M are looking pretty good too, so we'll have to see if that is a spike in favor of gillyShark or not once we hit that level 10 point. Sony was actually doing this bruiser, and Hogger here, Ekib is going to be forced to back off. Very nicely done by I Just Fizzed, and sensing that and knowing that they had the opportunity to go in. And that's going to be a double camp push in the bottom lane. Gen.M is now going to have the opportunity to force a tough decision here for gillyShark. If they leave top lane, then this gets sieged down for free, but Sonya is going to have a pretty tough time clearing away both of those camps with Hogger in the vicinity. Stark going in, looking for the flip onto Uther. Smash from InfoFox onto the back line. Another good separation by Junkrat, but is it enough to take anyone down? Stark in the back line. Just causing some havoc here, but the double healer is bringing Gen.M right back to high health. Stark is low, trying to get the peels. Going to be a save for now. Majesty is pushed away, but level 10s are here for Gen.M. We see the D-Shield coming on out. Big smash onto Diablo. InfoFox and Majesty got to watch out for those bombs. Oh, but Schumann in some trouble here. I Just Fizzed came up, is going to be spinning away. Oh, but takes the tower shot and goes down. So a 2-for-1 there from Gen.M Esports. Taking a look at these ults, we've got the Horrify, Shield Wall, Hortapult, Divine Shield, and Malfurion still considering whether it's going to be the Twilight Dream or the Tranquility. 10s are about to be here for gillyShark, and there they are. Stark going in here, getting the flip and the silence onto Uther. The Lightning Breath is going to come right out there as the Horrify repositioning Stukov. Chymotrypsin in trouble as Patience hits the Twilight Dream. And there goes Stukov. Stark going to reposition there with the Shadow Charge, trying to get away. Oh, Uther's actually taken down there as Gul'dan finishes up that level 1 quest. The big chase from InfoFox connects onto Stark. InfoFox trying to turn it around onto Schumann, but the Living Bomb is so low. You keep trying to get the last hit. There goes Varian. Schumann is able to survive there, and it is a total scrap here in the top lane. Super back and forth, but all the while the objective ticking away for Gen.M Esports. We're going to have a full blue Zerg wave here in the top lane. Bruiser Camp did get tagged here. They're a little bit late. The Zerg wave is going to be ahead first, so gillyShark will have a bit of free clear time. But the Bruiser Camp will catch up shortly. Augur headed down to clear the bottom lane. Varian is coming to join the rest of the team here for Gen.M. He keeps stepping up there to try to dissuade Yonners. Bruiser Camp has caught up to the rest of this wave, but it's pretty good. Pretty solid clear here coming on through from gillyShark. Getting most of this wave cleared away. Self-D-Shield is going to be forced out by gillyShark. Majesty does get away. Big Lightning Breath coming on through for Stark just to help clear away the rest of this wave. And a pretty solid defense there from gillyShark. They actually save the remnants of this fort, at least for now. Augur continuing to get the pressure here on the bottom lane. Looks like, oh, we got a cutoff here. Infofox going in onto Kaimatripson, forcing out the flailing swipe. Stark into the back line. Maybe a little bit separated here. Horrify is going to force Schumann away. Still big silence there onto Stark, looking for a shadow charge. Schumann is very, very low. I Just Fizz wants to find the last hit. Will not get it, but Diablo does fall. And Gen.M Esports are looking for the camp steal here on the right-hand side. There's a very nice separate there from Yonners hitting that Horrify to make sure that Diablo was further isolated. That's going to mean a boss comes on through for Gen.M Esports. Boss should be going top lane. There it goes. Fort still briefly standing here. So now Gen.M is just keeping their foot on the gas, going for the Bruiser Camp steal. Majesty sees the rotation. Stark here as well. There's the stun coming on out and the burst combo. There's... oh! Concussion Mine didn't work out. Stark is still in trouble with the reposition, and that's Diablo going down. Only on 31 souls here. We've got a Bruiser Camp pushing the bottom lane. We've got a boss pushing the top lane. Objective should be coming up fairly soon here. gillyShark in a world of trouble right now, as they are looking to try to defend this top keep. Here come the beacons in 30 seconds. Boss still above half health here. Diablo is now back on the way for this defense. Gen.M doesn't want to throw under this keep. That's a veteran move right there. Even if you don't pick up this keep, if the boss gets cleared, not a big deal. Just head back and get ready for the objective. Majesty on the bottom side, Infofox on the top side, getting those channels going. Yonner's in patience. Gonna get another camp going in the meantime. gillyShark about to have their 13s here, so they'll be on even talent tiers briefly. We'll see if they can force a fight in that window. Augur's got a good bottom lane push here with those negative armor minions. gillyShark feigning a rotation here before coming back. Stark is going to find the pin onto Infofox. There is the protected coming on out. Big silence coming through from Patience as well. EK going to get hit with that smash. I Just Fizzed in the backline, stunning everyone before spinning on through. Stark is low, going to reposition there, and Stark is down. There's the rocket ride coming on out from Junkrat, trying to find the hit onto Augur. Will do so, but Kael'thas is the next to go down. Another double kill here for Gen.M Esports. They want to find Kaimatripson. Ekeeb, oh no, Ekeeb goes back in and will go down. This keep is going to be next. Right now, Gen.M, they've got the 16 versus 13, and they're going to go try to just win right now. GG has been called. The Zerg wave will be next, even if this doesn't go down. Here comes Diablo. Kael'thas will be coming out next. Augur is going to get pinned there and flipped, but the extra stun from Uther will allow I Just Fizz to escape. Core down to 60%. There's going to be a Zerg wave coming on down the bottom lane here in just a moment. gillyShark trying to defend, but it's going to be a little bit too late. Gen.M Esports rolling straight through to a Game 1 victory. GG. Well, quite the one-sided affair there in game number 1. Going with the double healer Smash Varian. Controlling that early game. gillyShark were showing signs of life there. Around level 10, they were looking like they were going to rebuff some of those attacks. but ultimately, the double heal was just too difficult to push through with the level disadvantage, and Gen.M gets the win. They will go up 1-0 here. Yawner's on the Gul'dan. Top siege, top hero damage for Gen.M Esports. It was Schumann on the Kael'thas edging out Junkrat there with 33k. Take a look at the talents while we update the scoreboard. Get that prediction locked in. And we'll get ready for game number 2. Alrighty. See if there's anything out of the ordinary here. Looks like Hogger was going for the auto attack setup on the prowl into Hogger's joggers and seeing red. Sonya going with the slam business to try to counter. Kaimatripson actually going for the virulent reaction on 13. We've been seeing a lot of is it hungers? Yeah. It hungers on 13 for those resets, but still having, you know, a root silence combo is really good even if you don't go with the reactive ballista spores on 1. Looks like we do have our next lobby here. We're going to be going to Volskaya Foundry. Volskaya Foundry. Looks like gillyShark chose the map. Okay. gillyShark chose to take us to Volskaya Foundry here for game number 2. Volskaya Foundry. Still fairly favorite here in the NGS. It left the Storm League roster, but it's still fairly popular in NGS amongst the amateur divisions here. So I'm not too surprised to see it coming out in game number 2. I mean, I'm interested to see what the strategy is going to be. Is Gen.M just going to go for the late game setup, go for the double healer once again and try to control those points? The thing with Volskaya Foundry is it's also very effective to come up with a strategy that doesn't involve the Protector. Especially in the early game, it just really doesn't do a lot. So, I mean, a split push setup, just a heavy siege early game setup, could take down something like a double healer here. So I'm interested to see what the pivot is going to be in these drafts. Got one ready. I'll give him the caster ready. And we will get all set up for our next draft. Gotta stay hydrated. Just waiting on the final team ready before we jump on in. I didn't see who won the point bet, but someone won big. It was like a 99% to 1 for the bets there. All right, let's jump in. Get our prediction primed, since they were drafting pretty dang fast before. Alright, so this time gillyShark will be second pick. Gen.M going first here. Sticking with the Brightwing band, though. Let's get that prediction up. Let's do it. See if there's going to be many changes in the opening setups here. We saw a Tracer Vala bands last time from gillyShark. This time they're going to remove the Stukov, not wanting to face down the Dread Admiral. You see the Dahaka ban again here. Dahaka, famously bad bush placement on Volskaya Foundry for poor Dahaka. Gen.M going to take away the Abathur. Okay. Wanting to get rid of the niche side strats, at least one of them. Let's see what gillyShark wants to remove here. Abathur is not one that I think I've got to cast at all this season. I've seen maybe 2. This might be like the second ban I've seen on Abathur all season and no picks. gillyShark going to remove the Uther there, wanting to eliminate the double healer option if at all possible. That means Majesty will claim the Junkrat. Bet is up. If you want to see the draft further, of course you can. If you want to lock in your points early, now's the time. gillyShark going with the early healer here. Kaimatripson choosing the Deckard, and Chesslooter going with the Greymane. I do like the Greymane for being able to access Junkrat during these fights. I imagine it's going to be a go for the throat setup, but you never know. Depends on how this draft evolves. Infofox is going to go with the Johanna here. Definitely a sturdy front line for Greymane to try to pass. And Patience going with the Anduins. We've got a sort of classic combo setup, whether it's going to be the Falling Sword or the Blessed Shield. I imagine it's a light bomb setup, but you never know. We've been seeing... occasionally we get a Holy Word Salvation. Right now, gillyShark doesn't have any ways to interrupt it, but of course they still have 3 picks. I imagine they're going to pick up some stuns. But, something to watch out for when we get to those level 10s. Once again, Gen.M going to remove the Garrosh, and gillyShark taking out the Tracer. So do we see some extra dive here from gillyShark? Deckard not super helpful in the dive department, but is just generally good at controlling space on Volskaya Foundry. How are they going to augment this draft? Going to go with Anubarak and Leoric here. Alright, Anub is just a top tier tank right now. I like Leoric for late game, which Volskaya Foundry almost always gets to at least level 20. Leaves Schumann with a little bit of a flex scenario for gillyShark. Yawner's going with the Cassia. A little bit of blind empowerment from Johanna, and also doesn't require a lot of extra attention from the healer. I just fizzed going for the Blaze. I would love a Chromie here from gillyShark. I mean, I'm a Chromie player, so I'm a little bit biased, but into this setup with the Blaze Johanna, I feel like Chromie would get a lot of work done. Let's see what Schumann thinks here with this final pick. I'm gonna go with the Hanzo. Okay, so equally sort of very long range. Some good poke from a distance. Fills a similar kind of role. Alright. See if there's any switches. Yawner's gonna stick there. Ekib. Okay, Ekib went for the Greymane. Schumann went for the Leoric. Chesslooter is on Hanzo. Cool. Cool. If they go to Game 5 mandatory meme comps, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. Get your bets in while you have the opportunity here. I see a few more bets for Gen.M coming on through. Few more. But let's load in. Let's see how these teams clash. We're getting ready for a game number 2 here. Fantastic. Let's do it. Game number 2 on the left in the blue. We have Gen.M Esports. Majesty is on the Junkrat. Yawner's playing Cassia. I Just Fizzed is on Blaze. Infofox playing Johanna. And we've got Patience on the Anduin. All right, in the red, it is gillyShark. Schumann is on the Leoric. Kaimatripson playing Deckard. Chesslooter is on the Hanzo. Stark playing Anubarak. And Ekib on the Greymane.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's do it.
Combat operations.
Battle is begun. Cassia going with the Lightning Fury Q quest on level 1. Johanna going to be looking for globes to power up the Laws of Hope. Hanzo going with the Q stack Stormbow quest on level 1. So getting that extra range on Q after hitting every enemy hero. First 1 time, then 3 times. Should be fairly easy to do here on Volskaya Foundry. Pretty easy to rotate between lanes here as I Just Fizzed going for the jet propulsion, not quite finding it there. And Junkrat just being a total pest there in the top lane. Look at that. Just bombing everybody with those grenades. The rotations will commence. Junkrat, Johanna, of course, should be quite the threat on the wave clear department. gillyShark will be a bit behind in wave clear, at least until level 4, when Hanzo gets a little bit of help from that explosive arrows. Turret camps are up, so both teams going to go ahead and lock those in. Schumann chewing a little bit on I Just Fizzed here. Leoric is fairly sturdy, especially when you can connect that W. Majesty able to get away there with the concussion mine. With these two setups, I don't think either team is comfortable just going after a heal camp early. Stark going to move across the map here and poke in. We'll discover it, but the rest of the team still just clearing out those lanes. I suppose Gen.M could potentially try to bully their way onto a heal camp here with the Junkrat to help zone out. See if they want to. They've picked up their siege camp fairly early. Kymatripsin on the right is trying to get this started. Iki will come through and help that out for sure. And Gen.M, yeah, they're going to take the opportunity to start the heal camp. They've got the pressure at the top lane. Stark is going to see this. Greymane and Deckard are on the way here, so we may have a full scrap. Schumann in the area as well. gillyShark are not giving this up for free. Heal camp is going to be claimed by gillyShark. Nicely done. Putting down the turret as well there as Kymatripsin was feeling the heat after the Junkrat reposition. But nice deny from gillyShark. And that gives them one extra item here. To continue to battle it out down here in the bottom lane. Hanzo at the 1 out of 5 here. It's hard to tell exactly where Hanzo is in that quest just from the one hover. I think that means he's hit one hero 3 times. Chest Looter, a little bit of trouble there as Infofox now getting counter-engaged on, forcing out the Iron Skin. First objective, Kymatripsin. Gonna stick on the point there and start the channel for gillyShark. So both teams gonna hit level 7 basically at the same instant. There they go. See how much pressure each team wants to put on here. Looks like a pretty heavy commit. Schumann on the outside. Gets the slow there onto Infofox. Gotta watch out for that concussion mine though. Blaze a little bit low on the edge here as Leoric continues to move forward. Stark getting a nice body block there onto Yonners, but good peel from Infofox. You see that turret going on down here for Gen.M. Heal camp goes down for gillyShark as they are fully committing to this part of the objective. Schumann in a little bit of trouble there is forced to back up, but will start to heal up once again. Oh no, is actually caught there by the Junkrat trap. He'll go down. This is trap setup. We've got the Chattering Teeth into the Big As here for Junkrat. So definitely going to help out on these points. Just having these mobile wards that can't be kited into minion waves. Right now, Gen.M does control the objective, at least for the moment. It's Infofox standing stalwart on this point. Chest Looter looking for those stacks on Stormbow still. Only 1 out of 5 heroes totally complete. Johanna continuing to be a threat here. Just gathering him up and being a big wall. I Just Fizz is going to hit a big hit on the side here. Schumann in a bit of trouble is going to try to move out. Less than 100 health will survive. Chest Looter survives as well. Schumann on the outside is going to actually go back in here. Got to be careful. Anubarak is down. Leoric is down. gillyShark overstaying their welcome is forced to back off with that double kill. And Gen.M Esports picks up our first objective of the game. Now, this is a strategy I've been seeing more of. The offlaner just goes solo with the protector to the bottom lane. The rest of the team just goes to the top lane and pushes. Protector is so weak in the early game that, you know, they basically just use it as bait. But he's got to be a little bit careful here. Might be overstaying. Looking for another Q cooldown, but will not get it. Blaze will escape there. Top lane siege starting up here for Gen.M. They've got their level 10s. Riptire, Bunker, Ball Lightning, Light Bomb, and Falling Sword are going to be the choice here as Stark is discovered on the edge. See what gillyShark picks up here in just a moment. There's those 10s. We've got the Cocoon, we've got the Entomb. There's the Go for the Throat coming on in for Greymane. Dragon Strike actually going to be the choice for Hanzo. Going to try to pair that up with the Entomb engages. And Stay a While and Listen will be the choice for Deckard Cain. I believe that's the Deckard Payne skin. Yeah, Deckard Payne. But we'll see how Titans transform these fights. We've got a bit of a combo here from gillyShark forming. Got the Light Bomb, Falling Sword, of course. Could be trouble for Hanzo and Greymane if Gen.M is able to bully their way onto the backline. Stark is going to move in, but will be moved right back at again there by Majesty. Both teams just getting some priority here on the top wave. We've got camps that are crashing. Next objective is there. But turret camps are up. Gen.M is going to focus that. They're going to get on this pretty early. That could be a possible invade setup. Schumann actually going to walk onto this point here, but it's just a 3v2. Heroes are on the way. Here's Infofox cutting off Chest Looter. Schumann being pushed away and will go down. Leoric falls. Junkrat coming from the mid there with the Riptire, just in case. He's just going to move up and clear the wave. See if there's a fight over the right side turret camp. Gen.M staving off invasion, grabbing their turret. Heal camp's still 2 minutes away. gillyShark going for their turret to prepare for the top lane push, which is already happening here. Gen.M is up on the wall. If they can get this well down, that's a big, big deal. Concussion Mine was not enough. Majesty has a couple grenades. There it is.
I'm getting another terminal.
Chest Looter, I believe, has finished level 1, or the 1 out of 3 on all 5 enemy heroes, because we've got the long Storm Bolt now. Infofox moving on forward here. Stark just trying to reposition these traps. Level 13s are in for Gen.M. gillyShark has to be careful on these engages. Junkrat does have the double traps now, as you see. Gonna make it all the more difficult to try to engage here as gillyShark finds their 13s. Stark on the backside, gonna engage onto Yawners, but there's the Falling Sword. Infofox has the peels. Leoric and Hogger, or Leoric and Blaze, I should say, dueling for the side lane. Infofox a little bit low here. Schumann, wonder if we're going to see the Entomb coming on out. Nubarak has caught Junkrat on the edge, double engage, but Patience has the save. Kaimatripsin with a big stay a while onto 3, but the Bunker saves everyone from Gen.M. Majesty was able to sidestep. Schumann, Leoric going for that ominous Wraith, so going to be reducing the damage and, of course, increasing the duration of that Wraith walk. Gen.M are controlling the point again. gillyShark instead going towards the mid lane, trying to get a little bit of counter pressure. Back siege camp going to be started up by Gen.M. Doing a good job of just making sure everything on the map is cleared away. They're not missing any macro. They're not missing any camps. That shows in the experience stats as Infofox popping the Unstoppable, going to start to move away here. gillyShark able to reclaim the point for now. Bottom side turret now going to be worked on by Gen.M. Patience and Yawners. Locking that up. No, they've got time to get onto the point if they need to. Burrow charge engaged. Going to force another Iron Skin out. Cocoon came out onto the Junkrat, actually. Majesty going to be okay. Dragon Strike will not find any damage. Yawners is here. Now Chest Looter going to be forced to back away. I just Fizz looked for a jet propulsion. Didn't quite get it. There's the Riptire coming on out from Junkrat. Gaimatripsin hits the stay a while. Gets away safely. 16s are here for Gen.M Esports. As they look to control this top protector area. Looks like they're going to be able to claim this fort, actually. gillyShark is focusing on their siege camp right now and grabbing the turret as well, so this fort is going to fall to Gen.M Esports. Now they're peeling on back for this heal camp. We've got a protector moving to the mid lane here. Junkrat piloting. You see the protector zooming on through. Interested to see if we get two people inside the protector here. Stark looking for the backline engage is going to find Patience. But there is the falling sword from Johanna to help peel away. Cocoon comes out onto Johanna. I just fizzed on the edge, finds a jet propulsion onto one. Trying to just create some space here. Johanna gets out. gillyShark do find their level 16s. Going to try for a re-engage here. Infofox and Yawners continue to move forward, continue to try to find that sustained damage. Blaze on the edge, has a jet propulsion ready. Oh, Stay a While comes on out, is going to catch 3 here. Dragon Strike coming on out, but the bunker popped by Blaze, so the Dragon Strike once again going to be removed. There is the Entomb coming on from Leoric. Nice save from Patience. Schumann on the outside has the W connected. Nubrak is able to get away as well. Yawners still holding on to that turret. As Schumann considers an engage there, but does not go for it. gillyShark's looking like they came out ahead there. Protector was in the bottom lane this whole time, so that was a 4v5 for Gen.M Esports. So Protector actually getting the entire bottom fort there, so 6-4 on these structures for Gen.M Esports. Right now, gillyShark have their level 16s. We've got the piercing arrows for Hanzo, definitely going to be helping out in the wave clear department. Got the on the prowl into Eager Wolf here. Oh, look at this. gillyShark going for the engage. Nice job with the Cocoon. This camp steal is complete. Gaimatripsin with the double sleep onto the backline. Schumann looking for more here on the edge. Light Bomb onto Infofox is going to catch 1. Schumann pushed away here. The Nubarak in all sorts of trouble on the edge, though, is going to go down. Gen.M lose the camp, but find the kill. See if they can get more. I just fizzed. Can't find the jet propulsion connect. Nice disengage, natural agility from Chest Looter. Schumann just moving out there, trying to reduce some of that damage. It looks like this mid fort is in serious trouble without Stark here to help defend. The orc in the back line there is going to be rooted twice. Nubarak's still down here. The member's got to be a little careful. Uh-oh, just fizzed. The How Do You Do jet propulsion stopping an inch short. And now Gen.M in a pretty commanding position here. All forts down, well on their way to level 20. See what they can do around this Protector C, because that is the trickiest one for sure. Right now, Majesty just going and checking this. Nice job by gillyShark, snapping that up before a fight could be had. Gen.M have their 20s. Let's see what they can do out here on the map. Grouping up on the top side here. Infofox looking to move up, looking to help siege this top wall. Leoric still bottom lane, looking to get as much XP as possible here for gillyShark. As the siege continues with the help of this catapult. Keep wall going to be going down here. Gen.M Esports have basically, they've got a lot of time. A lot of time with this level 20 advantage, and they're taking as much structures as they can.
Power routed to the terminal. Control it and you can pilot
Protector
the
C is online. Schumann mounted up, ready to escape. See back turret camp now going to be started by Gen.M Esports. Getting that sucker going. There we go. Stark actually pushing the top lane here, but there is the response from Blaze. An objective is going to be channeled by Gen.M. gillyShark pretty close to their 20s. Pretty close here, but I imagine they're not going to bother with the objective. They're just going to go and push the mid here. See if they get down there. Looks like they're starting to move that way. Blaze is on the top left camp, so if gillyShark can get a quick engage, could have an opportunity. They're going to stop to get another turret here. They've got a few seconds to do this if they want to interrupt point C. Schumann onto the point here. Blaze in the area, so we are in a 5v5 scenario. Stark looking for an engage on the edge there. Couldn't quite find the impale. Majesty throwing the turret down just to send it on the conveyor belt. That'll be quickly cleared away here. We continue to battle over this point. Yawner's on the outside. I just Fizz looking for a big flank there onto 2. There it is. Big jet propulsion onto 2. Look at that light bomb. Not going to connect onto Hanzo, but will connect onto Deckard. Gymatripson staying high health, though, as the Dragon Strike splits the back line. Schumann is low. There's the big sleep coming on out from Deckard, who's still rooted. Heaven's Fury bolts from Infofox, keeping everyone nice and healthy and unstoppable. Schumann trying to get away here. There's the Entomb coming on out, but will not do enough. I just fizzed. Got to watch out. Nice jet propulsion onto Ekeeb. Leoric is going to be the first to go down here. Riptire coming on out for the chase. Looking for more. Won't get any more. There's the jet propulsion from I just Fizz. Blaze got to be careful. And ultimately, it's only Leoric that goes down. Fox going to get this channel going. And there it is. Our next protector is here. Schumann going to start to back. No one wants to get in. There we go. Blaze going to hop on in there. This should be minimum 1 keep. Junkrat in there as well. This could be a tough situation, though, because you can dive past this protector. Stark is going to wait here on the edge for an opportunity. The wall is down. Anubarak watching that backline. Cocoon comes out. Now it's a 5v2 on heroes that are out. Entomb comes out. Is the light bomb going to be enough? Patience moves to the side. The protector with a huge slam. Anubarak is down, but they trade out for Anduin. Protector looking for a last big hit here. Schumann is low. Schumann escapes. The keep is going to start to take some damage here as Infofox and Yawner's trying to help create some space. Protector is a little bit low here. Dragon Strike comes on out. There's the Iron Skin from Infofox, but look at the damage. Johanna is down. Yawner's able to get the instant mount and get on out. Keep actually still stands. And that's kind of the weird dilemma of Volskaya Foundry. That should be an advantageous position, right? Like, you're ahead, you've got the objective, but all of a sudden, the teamfight advantage swings heavily in favor of gillyShark, and they find the double kill. Chest looter a little bit low here. Gonna pick up a potion here and there. Schumann actually pushed into fort range here. Dragon Strike gonna force Majesty to move away. There's those grenades. Not gonna connect. A cheeky play coming on out. Runner's helping clear the mid here, along with I just fizzed. Top fort. Might go down here. Now we're going to see a refocus from that camp. There we go. Kill camp's available. Hanzo going and scouting that out. All heroes are back on the battlefield now. Junkrat on the way here. Stark, that forward position. We'll see, I just fizzed. We see a battle over this heal camp. Right now, Gen.M, they have more to lose on this camp. gillyShark, they know they've got to pull a miracle here. But it might be, it might as well be here. Gen.M can just sit back, play for an objective, let the lanes push in. Dragon Strike gonna come on out here. Infofox has the unstoppable. Heaven's Fury into the back here as Yawners and Stark will fight over the point. Anduin is going to be the first to go down here. Cocoon comes out and Stark finds the heal camp, puts it right down. Ekib looking for the kill onto Blaze, manages to get into the bunker. Can Blaze get away? Nubarak is actually going to go down, but there's the final kill onto Blaze. 2 for 1 here for gillyShark. Can they find more? Looks like it will just be the 2 for 1. There's not a whole ton that gillyShark can do here. They don't have their tank to be able to go and siege a structure. Majesty's clearing out the top lane.
An access terminal will be online in a moment.
That's life on Volskaya Foundry. That's life on Volskaya Foundry. Schumann will be able to push a little more safely now that Blaze is off the map. Majesty's setting up these traps in preparation for our next engage. Anduin about to come out of the base here. Blaze a little bit behind. Johanna way forward there is going to use the unstoppable for now. A little bit low, is going to start to move back. Riptire will detonate, but we'll go on to a 40-second cooldown here. Blaze is up and on the way. Turret camp going to be worked on the left-hand side here by Gen.M Esports. gillyShark have their own turret up in just a moment. We'll see if that's a focus for them or not. Looks like they want to just move up onto the point here. Root hits onto Leoric. They will move back and pick up another turret. Blaze pushing the top lane right now for Gen.M. We'll be looking for a flank in a moment. Stark is actually going to burrow charge to the outside. Will not be discovered for now. Stark wants an engage onto this backline, but Majesty's playing it safe here on the left. Nice scout by Infofox. Very nicely done. Cassia and Blaze are actually on the back camp here for Gen.M. They know they've got the time if they need it. So they get that pushing, going to threaten the top keep. So gillyShark, the bottom lane is starting to push in. The top lane is starting to push in. They may have to give up this protector. They've either got to make something happen fast, or they've got to give this up. These catapults are starting to stack up. We've got a siege camp stacking up top lane. This could be double keep here. If we take a look, they've got a big push there. We got a big push here. gillyShark being held onto this point here by Gen.M. Bottom keep is down. Top keep about to fall here as Infofox catching him up. I just fizz looking for a counter engage, and Tomb comes on out as the big falling sword does land, but a big silence as well, and Blaze is going to go down here. Schumann is low. Greymane can't find the kill there. gillyShark did get 1 kill, but they've lost 2 keeps for it. Leoric forced to back up here, so it is going to be a 4v4 situation. gillyShark looking for their protector as Infofox moves in. Gathers up 2. Light Bomb going to connect. That's a big hit onto the back line. Yawners blowing them all up. Ekib in trouble as well. It's a triple kill for Gen.M Esports, and they want more. They're going to get a little bit of damage here onto Stark, but it looks like Stark gets away. We're going to have a protector, and this looks like it's going to be game. 25 minutes. Protector, you can't even see the health hashes anymore. Gen.M, an explosive triple kill there. Very nicely done. Great follow-up from Yawners. And this looks like it's going to be game number 2 going over to the blue team. Leo is back, but this core is looking juicy here. Protector just too strong in this late game scenario. Shielding is gone. Protector barely scratched here, starting to head down to 75%. Anubarak does fall. That's going to be it. It would be kind of funny if the core pushed away the Protector, right? Gen.M is going to go up 2-0 in this best-of-5 series. GG. There we go. gillyShark was looking better that one. It was more even throughout the game. They found a couple of good fights there, but in the end, the macro pressure created by Gen.M, they were able to stick around long enough on that midpoint to force Leoric to back away to make it a 4v4 after losing Blaze. And yeah, gillyShark was just put in a no-win situation there. Very nicely played by Gen.M. The honors on the Cassia, breaking 100k hero damage there for the blue side. Nicely done. Chest looter on Hanzo over 80k with that Storm Bow build. Very nicely done. Let's update the scoreboard here. Looks like we've already got a lobby for game number 3. We're going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity. Let's get into that lobby. Let's see who chose it. Looks like gillyShark chose the map. Do the prediction update. What kind of mic do I use? This is a 57? Sure 57? Let me double check. Sure 57. Yeah. Sure SM57. It's not the full-blown SM7B that you see a lot of the partnered streamers have. Tom Hat is correct. It's a leftover shock mount from my old blue snowball mic. All right. Battlefield of Eternity. These teams want to jump into it. So let's get into draft number 3. No breaks today. Let's jump right in. Battlefield of Eternity. Can Gen.M Esports close out the sweep? Or is this the start of gillyShark's battle back? Tahaka going to be removed here by Gen.M. Let's set up the next prediction. These teams ban real fast. There we go. Uther removed once again. Gen.M also taken away the Brightwing, really wanting to choke down those global options. And gillyShark takes out the Vala. So, Stukov is open. Junkrat is open. Whoops-a-daisy. I think maybe... they had the wrong team as first draft. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Yeah, they had the wrong team as first pick. So gillyShark did not choose the map. Gen.M chose the map. So I think they're going to restart it and just do the same bans, from what I'm reading here. All right. Our Dodger is back. Be able to start up in just a moment, and we'll try it again. Give him the caster R, and we'll go one more time. Hope this prediction lasts long enough. It's alright, it's okay. Alright. One more time. Let's try again here. Battlefield of Eternity for game number 3. I think you might know what the bans are going to be. It'd be the most lightning-fast ban phase in history. Even though the teams are swapped, I think they said they're going to ban the same stuff. I imagine they will. Anyway, one thing as an NGS caster, if you are a newer caster out there or thinking about becoming a caster, as a caster, you are not a referee. We have division moderators for a reason. If there's any issues in the draft, your job as a caster is not to fix them, but to point them towards their division mod. Isn't it nice? Same bands coming on out here, and gillyShark are going to lock in a first pick Ragnaros here on Battlefield of Eternity. gillyShark, are you memeing on us, gillyShark, or have you got the super secret Ragnaros strats? I can't. Super secret Ragnaros strats. Try saying that a couple times. Patient's going to respond with the Stukov. Yawner's on the Greymane, and we've got an Ana Medivh coming on out from gillyShark here. I think we've got a... this looks like a Cho'Gall. There, it's a ban. I was like, could you be possibly foreshadowing a Cho'Gall? Is that the thing that you could be doing? gillyShark, stunned, saddened, is going to ban the ban. I mean, this could be a great debate. This could be like set up a super obvious Cho'Gall comp. It's banned away, and now you go something else. Maybe you go Malthael Diablo. I don't know. I don't know what you do from here if you're gillyShark. Gen.M, they're going to grab themselves the Garrosh, Infofox on that. Majesty snapping up the Junkrat once again here. Got good control of the portals between pretty much everybody. I mean, Stukov, Garrosh, Junkrat are all pretty good there. Did I pick up? Oh, I didn't. Ana. Ekib on Medivh. So what are these last picks going to be? There's no Cho'Gall. What do you do? There's the Diablo. It's going to be a Rainer here. Schumann going for the Rainer. Stark is on Diablo. Diablo Medivh's still great. Still a great setup. Having the Medivh allows your Ragnaros to go in there and get that high damage in, and then have a way out. That's kind of Ragnaros' big weaknesses. You know, big damage, but no way out. So Medivh will definitely be helping out with that. I just fizzed in the last position. Are we going to see the Blaze again here, maybe? We're going to see Urel this time. Some more portal control coming on out. Alright, Chest Looter sticking with the Rag, okay. Yawner's going with the Greymane here. Looks like everyone's happy with their picks. Lovely. So, gillyShark putting the hope in the Medivh comp here for game number 3. Yeah, prediction ended a little early there, eh? Well, sometimes that be the way it go. What can I say? All right. gillyShark swinging for the fences here. Can Gen.M Esports stave off the Diablo Medivh and go for the sweep, or is gillyShark going to come roaring back? Let's find out.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
1-1-E. There we go. All right. Let's find out. Game number 3 on the left in the blue. It is Gen.M Esports. Patience is on Stukov. Infofox playing the Garrosh. Majesty is on Junkrat. Yawner's on the Greymane. And I Just Fizzed is playing Urel.
The battle begins in...
On the right in the red, we have gillyShark. Ekib on the Medivh. Stark is playing Diablo. Schumann on the Rainer. Kaimatripson on Ana. We have Chest Looter playing the Ragnaros. Let's do it. Game number 3. Garrosh looking for the Warbreaker Q quest on level 1. Medivh, of course, with the baseline quest on the Arcane Rift. And that's about it. That's all the quests we're going to see. I don't really call the soul collecting from Diablo a quest. I mean, it is technically a quest. Not quite the same. You just kind of exist in your minions. It's fine. Nice pushback there from Schumann onto Infofox. Further denying any stacks from the Garrosh so far. We'll see what the Clash is like to start things off. We've got a solo backline Rainer damage from gillyShark here. It is the Exterminator, as we are on Battlefield of Eternity. Nice reposition by Stark there. Gets into the portal and gets on out of trouble. It looks like Gen.M are going for the bottom camp early. They're going to try to flex their muscle here. Ekib over the wall. Stark is looking for an engage. There it is. Oh, but gets pushed off the point there. Stark could be in a bit of trouble. Ekib putting down the portals. Oh no, the short portal is there. Stark going to try to get away. Will go down. Infofox throwing I just fizzed into the back. Schumann looking for a place to go. Rainer goes down. Double kill for Gen.M Esports. Rel came on down to help that out. Rag got a little bit of push in the top lane. Nice placement on that concussion mine. Silent zone just in case. No one's coming through that gate. Stay away from this gate. And the gate will fall. Another tremendous early game push from Gen.M Esports. Majesty trying to finish off this well. Should do so without any problem. Oh, Greymane actually going down on the top side there. I didn't notice. Gen.M did pick up the camp, but Stark helping out Chest Looter there, getting the kill onto the Grey Mizzle. Getting a little bit of catch-up experience there. That helps out for gillyShark. Got Shaman versus Khazra there in the top lane. Stark thinking about an invade here on the left-hand side. Infofox is going to move up, though, and make that a poor idea for gillyShark. Nice and dominable. Going to throw into the backline onto Stark. Big protect bubble and the portal to help Diablo get on out. Uh-oh. Oh, Stark going into the back is actually going to get rooted there. Diablo with nowhere to go. There is the throw, and there goes Diablo. Nicely played. Gen.M, another kill. Greymane on the top side, cleaving away there. gillyShark going to try to get a little bit of experience in the bottom lane, set up for the defense, though the defense should be on the top lane. Yeah. Defense will be on the top side here. Infofox stun onto 2 before moving away. Greymane finishing up the race. Chest Looter. Gonna get bailed out by Medivh there. Stark finds Majesty here. Gonna get a concussion reposition. Oh, I just fizzed into the back looking for Chest Looter there. There is the body block. Silence onto the Diablo. Can Stark get out? There's the portal. Portal's gonna be enough. Gen.M gonna go back and get this race moving. Stark coming across here. Wanting to set up the defense. It's not going to be enough. Gen.M is going to get 7,500 on the shields here. Uh-oh, Ekib could be in trouble. The silence not going to be enough. Medivh on 35 stacks will escape and live another day. Going to be prepping the top lane here. Gen.M with the level 7 advantage. Will push on. See how much they can get done here. Medivh actually covering the bottom lane for now, allowing Ragnaros to be up top to use that Molten Core on the defense. And there it is. Oh, actually interrupted by Stukov there. Just in time from Patience, and Chest Looter is going to be forced to back off. Nice job in knowing exactly where Ragnaros is going to want to be. Stark thrown into the backline, into the root. Silent Zone comes on out. Diablo able to click there, but there's Urel on the other side to complete that kill. Schumann pops the E, is able to move back to safety. And Gen.M continuing the push. The objective is going to be cleared away. Urel jumping into the back line, looking for something more. Wow. Gen.M just looking like the better team right now. Retreating to the top camp. Infofox. He keeping an eye on things. But the top camp does go over to Gen.M. Chest Looter safe in the bottom lane, just trying to get that extra soak. Medivh just going to keep an eye on things. Just going to keep an eye on things. Bottom lane camp is available. I imagine Gen.M is interested in that one. I just Fizz could be in trouble here. Medivh with the portal. There is the trap to try to help Urel escape, but this is basically nowhere to go here. We're going to get the jump this way. And there goes Urel. Meanwhile, though, Gen.M just going to jump right onto this bottom fort. They've got their level 10 advantage. We see the Cursed Bullet, Warlord's Challenge, Riptire. Urel and Stukov still considering. There's the Ardent Defender. See if it's going to be the Slappies or if it's going to be the Shove from Patience. Still a full level ahead here as we approach our next Immortal. It is going to be the massive Shove here for Stukov. As the Shaman camps become available, both teams are going to get those rolling. And there we go. I just Fizzed is actually holding this right side point for the meantime. Will be slept here. Infofox on the way. The rest of the team gets here. Look at that. Bullying with the level 10s is Gen.M. They get both Shaman camps. Getting that early race. Right now, gillyShark just splitting off, getting these lanes dealt with, trying to find their level 10s so they can get a fair fight here. Infofox keeping an eye on that bottom side. Looks like we may have just a full shield Immortal here. Top lane already took damage, so it should be going bottom lane. And there it is, yeah. The full 22 here for Gen.M Esports. Infofox moving forward. Stark going to find the engage onto Garrosh. Follow up on a dart. Just Fizzed in the back line. We see the APOC going to hit onto 2. Majesty taking a hit there as Chest Looter hitting with the Sulfurous Smash. Oh, nice pin though by Stark, and Urel not had enough time to use the ult to survive. Great pickup from gillyShark. But they've still got quite a defense to work on here. Schumann getting some hits there before Infofox gets into the area. See how much of this wall goes down. Shielding still active here as the wall is being cleaved away. Gen.M just poking in a little bit, not wanting to overcommit here as Diablo has quite the engage range. Infofox throwing away Diablo there, looking for an extra stun, but couldn't quite find the area. Chest Looter pops the Molten Core to try to save some of this keep health. Schumann will help in clearing this objective away. Medivh checking the bottom side, but the top side camp is going to be where Gen.M goes next. Should help them find their level 13s. Bottom camp is going to go over to gillyShark in the meantime. They're going to have to deal with the top lane push. We've already got a catapult here with quite the wave. Gen.M might just move themselves in and find a keep right now. Members are starting to back here for the defense. Medivh flying in from the side. Infofox in the area. Yawners disconnects there. There's the ult going to come on out and find one, but only Urel. There is the APOC combo as well. Taunt comes out onto Medivh. He keeps trying to get away here. Going to be knocked away, and Medivh is down. I just Fizzed in the backline. Infofox surviving forever here as Diablo pushed into the corner. Stark is taken down. That's going to be a soul reset on Diablo. But this keep is in serious trouble. Gen.M steps on up. Yawners wants to find Schumann, but Stark with the peel. All of a sudden, Diablo, the new target here. Garrosh with the... Oh, the virulent reaction comes in. I Just Fizzed wants the hit onto Schumann. Kaiman trips him. Enough body blocks for the save, and now the core is taking damage. Oh, the shield is taking damage. Are they going to go for it here? Diablo down for 15. They get the throw onto Schumann on the back line. Medivh is back. We get the reposition onto Raynor. Chest Looter is low. I Just Fizzed is being targeted by the core here, though, and Gen.M is going to be forced to back off before any of the core shielding goes away. They definitely needed some picks there if they were going to end. They gave it a good effort. Almost got a couple, but Medivh came back in time to find the saves. And now we are on to our next Immortal phase. You keep coming across there. Stark is going to be denied by the massive shove of patience. Infofox going to be hit by the sleep dart. Zyrel steps up to zone away. Riptire jumping the wall once again. A little bit of a split there from the Riptire as the race is going to continue. Very even on the race there as we move into halftime. Level 15 to 13 for Gen.M right now, so they've got that scaling advantage. Big hit from Medivh. Apoc comes out, but no stuns to be had. Infofox moves in. Stark is very, very low. Diablo trying to peel away. Yawner sent into the back line. Ekib goes down. Chest Looter is trying to find the last hit. Greymane manages to get away there. Ragnaros stuck out there. Oh, Yrel! Yrel in huge trouble. Goes down 3 seconds before the Ardent Defender comes back online, so it's going to be a trade. Infofox in the area trying to peel away here for the rest of the team. Massive shove comes out onto Stark. Chest Looter and Schumann are so low. Yawner's jumping in, is going to find the last hit. Are we going to see the big bullet? It's not going to be enough. Yawner's wants to find anybody here. gillyShark defending with slivers of health. They're going to have to stop this next Immortal push. But they've got the full defense. There's the taunt coming out onto Diablo. Silent Zone as well, and Diablo is down. Yrel just now rezzing. There's the Molten Core coming on out from Chest Looter. Immortal is on the way. Catapult pressure is building just a little bit here. Infofox wants to find Chest Looter, could not do it. Here comes the objective. This keep is going to be toast. I Just Fizzed is on the way. Infofox with a throw. There is the protect bubble. Can they get Ragnaros on out of there? Chest Looter escapes, but the keep is toast. 16s are here for Gen.M. Can they end right now? The Rift lands onto 2. Apoc combo with the Sulfura Smash coming on out there. Infofox denies with the Indomitable. Garrosh lives. There is the Ardent Defender from Yrel as Yawners tries to get the last hit. Schumann repositioning with that portal, but the core is down to 70. Ragnaros is the next to fall here. Stark low on the edge. Medivh is down. Diablo is down, and this is gonna be it. Gen.M cruise on through with the 3-0 victory. They're gonna be going to the division finals. GG. Boy, oh boy, what a series there. gillyShark, the valiant effort in the end, but ultimately Gen.M Esports with another huge early game push, snowballing it to the end, and pick up the victory here on Battlefield of Eternity. Wow, what a series there. Majesty on the Junkrat, top siege and hero damage for Gen.M once again. Schumann on the Raynor, able to get ahead of Ekib and Chest Looter in the end, almost 30k. Take a look at the talents, such as they are. We'll see if we can get an interview with our winning team.
Oh, we picked the same one at the same time.
Lobby 2 is the best lobby, right? I'm joined by Majesty. Congratulations on the rather decisive 3-0 there.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess the main thing I wanted to ask was tell me about the drafts today. It seemed like both teams had a pretty solid plan, but did you feel like you were able to get more of the picks you wanted, or Did you feel like both teams were able to sort of play the styles that they'd gotten used to?
I mean, I can't speak for them if they got everything they wanted or if our bands actually landed the way we were thinking they were going to land. But I feel like for the most part, we got everything we were looking for, more or less. Pick or two across all the games that got banned out.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the Braxis holdout comp. That looked very, very practiced there with the Smash variant. Is that something that you've been able to run before, or is that something that was sort of emergent as the draft went on?
Um, we've ran that draft before. Round one of playoffs, we actually ran almost the exact same identical draft against Cafe Knights. It's one we like. The Gul'dan wave clear is really good, and it's just protecting him and whatever you can do to set that up.
Okay, I was surprised it was the Gul'dan there, just with the Smash variant, because I figured you'd want faster damage in that negative armor window. Did you find that like you just didn't need the faster damage and you'd rather have the wave clear in that scenario?
Um, we like wave clear. The rule of thumb for hot drafting, of course, is the more wave clear you have, the more errors you can make. And Holy Shock Uther has a decent amount of burst that you can land in that period as well. And then Mouth obviously has his W, so there's little trinkles of damage elsewhere that we make up for that slower burn from Gul'dan.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was sort of controlled start, middle, and end there on Braxis. Very nicely done there in game number one. Volskaya Foundry, definitely the longest one of today, the longest sort of map in general that we tend to have. Tell me about just sort of what the game plan is on Volskaya Foundry these days. We don't, it's seen a little bit less. The priority and the popularity started to go down. Do you feel like there's still an evolving strategy on Volskaya Foundry, or have you zeroed in on, when to take the camps, which is the most important lanes, and sort of how the map flows in general?
But I feel like camp timings everyone's had down for a while on that map. For most maps, people just kind of have figured out the camp timings. It turns out getting camps on cooldown is just the best way to handle camps. As for how to handle the protector, I think is the thing that's evolved the most. Like when it first came out, it was like, all right, run the protector down mid, and then very quickly it's like, well, what if you just use the protector to set up for the next objective? And then people got used to that. And then in season one of CCL, where Volskaya was a little bit more popular, you started to see teams doing things like just put your offlaner in it, have a really OP bot lane that basically forces them to have two people down there, and then you just have a 4-man that can hit the top buildings itself, and then you can still get top well, but you don't necessarily have to use a protector for it. So that's kind of how we've adapted that map. That's what we found to be most consistent. We just find the protector a little bit weak in the early game to put all your eggs into that basket.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Tell me about the final fight there on the fourth protector back to point A. You end up losing. I believe you lost. Was it Blaze?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Blaze goes down, but you've got the pressure in the top and bottom lanes. Did you feel like it was a risky call to stick around for the eventual 4v4, or did you feel like once you saw Leoric back defending the lanes that you had the advantage in that engage?
We felt comfortable sitting there. We still had our fort there. We had Johanna falling swords. You couldn't really see us to death. So as long as no one got like entombed, Hanzo ulted, Greymane went on like levels of burst, then it was safe for us to sit there. Junkrat's got really long range poke and kind of hit him. Because I believe we traded one. No, we didn't trade 1-for-1 in that fight. But we could sit there and poke, knowing eventually they had to back someone, and then once they backed, stepping forward, a noob goes on me in the back line, cocoons me, but the rest of the team, Fox lands a beautiful condemn, and Patience lands the light bomb on him at the same time to stun the other three. So the Yonners was able to help clean that up, and I just sat in cocoon.
Yeah, sometimes that's the life, eh? But you're able to push forward there. Of course, the protector at the 26-minute mark is able to just go take core, no problem. Battlefield of Eternity, definitely a different kind of draft coming on out there from gillyShark. Had you seen that Medivh in the past? Was that something that was sort of on your radar at all in terms of the draft?
We knew they played Medivh, but the setup they went for is more or less a setup we've used for Cho'Gall in the past. So we're like, well, just got to get rid of that now. Back in season 8, some of us were on Yana, and that was actually our Cho'Gall style draft. Was instead of Medivh, though, we ran Greymane, but it was enough of the picks, like the early pick Rag for the stall. You can't really pick it anywhere else, but it kind of, if you've played that style of draft before, I feel like it kind of shows the Cho'Gall coming. So then it was a matter of how do they rescue the draft. If that was what they're going for, maybe they were going for that combo the whole time. It is a solid combo and does just kill people. Maybe we got baited into the Cho'Gall ban. Maybe it mattered. Who knows? That'd be a question for them. But we felt pretty comfortable with the draft we ended up getting, and we're just kind of comfortable on that map. We don't know why we're comfortable on that map, but we just seem to play really well on it.
Were you surprised you were able to get Junkrat again there? Or do you
Not
feel like that
overly.
was just a product of how the target banning seemed to go this match?
Me and Fox actually did 4 hours of mock drafts on Sunday. And across it, we actually found that in this series between the two teams, Junkrat was not a priority for them. In our theory drafting, we ended up arriving at that conclusion, and then as we played it out, we found that we ended up getting checkmated in draft more often if we went an early Junkrat. But if we waited to pick the Junkrat, it kind of freed open our draft a little bit more, and we wouldn't get checkmated in draft as often, like we would have if we early picked it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sort of an interesting little insular meta there. So moving on, you get to face Phoenix Rising Xanthite in the division finals. Is that a matchup that you're looking forward to? Have you been able to face them in previous seasons at all, or is this sort of a fresh matchup for this season?
I mean, we obviously faced them this season. I don't remember which 5 during the regular season, we've had to swap out people in and out all season. I spent most of the season working 10s at work, so I wasn't getting home till 11:30 at night. And then obviously nobody wanted to schedule games that late for some reason. So we've been playing different 5-mans all season. So I don't remember who played into them. I do know that I think we 2-0'd. We at least beat every Phoenix Rising team. So we were kind of joking when we did that internally that we were like the Phoenix Slayers or something. But I don't think there's like any type of like over rivalry or anything there. I think it's, we've been focusing so much on gillySharks and then in round 1 Cafe Nights that we've been watching the other side of bracket to figure out who we might end up going against, but we haven't been like hard committing to figuring out anything yet.
Okay. Well, this was quite the series. A pretty dominating 3-0 victory there. Majesty, thank you so much for coming on by. Congratulations on the win. Any shout-outs you'd like to make before we close out?
First of all, thank you for casting and also being the head caster and putting all that together and running all that stuff. Shout out to NGS for putting across the whole tournament, and shout out to everyone on the team, especially Tax. He's got other things going on, which is why he hasn't been playing in playoffs yet. But we appreciate Tax and hope everything keeps getting better for him. And shout out to all of our fans out there in Twitch chat.
Fantastic.
We heard people like to bet on us game 1.
The bets were flying left and right, to be sure. Well, thank you so much for coming on by. Congratulations and good luck in the next round.
Thank you.